What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, today I wanted to talk a bit about Super Robot Wars Y, which was just announced for the PS5, Switch, and PC. It's coming out worldwide this year. This was announced through a Nintendo Direct, which there was a lot of announcements. Now, a lot of people, particularly Super Robot Wars fans, are very excited for this game. And I will delve a bit into the whys pretty soon. Now, for those that don't know, Super Robot Wars is this grid-based tactical combat RPG. Usually what happens is it brings units and pilots from a variety of anime and manga, and you're able to battle them and put them together either as allies or foes. And there's a lot of scenarios, combats, you play strategically. The animation just looks really nice. The only thing that I can see some people turn off is some of the designs, especially when you're looking at the grid, is chibi-esque or SD, you know? So for me, I love the Super Robot Wars series. I just enjoyed it a lot, so it's not a big deal, but I always want to comment about it, especially for the uninitiated or the unaware. They announced this game, for right now, what we know is it's going to feature Combattler, Aura Battler, Dunbine, Mobile Fighter J Gundam, Witch from Mercury, Zeason 1, Majestic Prince, Macross, Code Geass, Get a Robo Arc, and there's more, of course, that they will be announcing. Now, this is a big deal, especially for Super Robot Wars fans, because this is the first game. Well, I'm gonna put quotation on first game. This is the first game that is gonna be released on all platforms worldwide. Now, what does that mean? The Super Robot Wars is a franchise that has been going on for years, like a long time. And sadly, it's one of those games that you rarely get to see it published here in the West, so a lot of fans had to import it. In the past couple of years, Bandai has done an effort to bring some of their titles that you only get to see in Japan here and localize them in some sort of way, and they kind of did that with Super Robot Wars 30, which came out in 2021. That one is technically the first Super Robot Wars that was brought to the West. The thing, though, is it was only released on Steam. However, the game Super Robot Wars 30 did came out on platforms like the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. So the only version that came to the West was the PC version. So if you didn't have a PC, you had to import the PS4 or Switch version. However, this year, which is why I mentioned it's technically, I put in quotations, the first game, you will have access to the game in all of the platforms. So you won't have to import the PS5 or the Switch version. It's going to be accessible to you. So you won't have to rely on the Steam version anymore or importing, which I think is fantastic. I'm very happy they're bringing it officially on all platforms. Some things to note, this is going to be the first title of the franchise that is developed by Bandai Namco Forge Digitals. Originally, it's developed by BB Studios, but they got reshifted and BB Studios got rebranded to Bandai Namco Forge Digitalis. I don't know the ins and outs, but that's a thing to know. Technically, they are the same studio, but maybe some of the staff has changed. Years have passed. The other notable thing is, it's going to be the first game that Takenobu Terada, he will not be a big part of the game. From my understanding, from what I've found, he will still be a supervisor. He will still help out, but he's now working as a freelancer. He left BB Studios some years ago after Super Robot Wars 30. So this is kind of, and he has been involved in the franchise for so many years, since the beginning. So that's another thing to note. Not to put any like negative things. I think the game is fantastic. I think the game will do fine. But it's just some stuff to note, especially for some of the fans of the franchise that maybe haven't heard what has happened or some of the changes, because some probably will now be like, wait, doesn't BB Studios usually do the game? And it's like, yes, technically BB Studios is doing the game, but now they're rebranded and renamed. And also, oh wait, didn't this person used to work? Oh, he's no longer gone. Oh, he's, just informing a bit. But yeah, personally, I think it looks fantastic. They, of course, have shown some of the mecha from the franchise. Pretty cool so far. of course, I'm very interested to see more, and I'm very curious what other franchises are going to be added to Super Robot Wars Y and when it's coming out officially. As always though guys, what are your thoughts? This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.